It's showtime. One trick?
Yeah, that was it. Come on in now, make yourself at home.
Quick flyer up and down?
Yeah. So here.
With the Las Vegas Review Journal, welcome to Las Vegas. I was wondering if you could kind of sum up what these last 24 hours have been like, kind of culminating with walking into this building as the newest member of the Raiders.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I feel like it hasn't all, soaked in yet. Just because last night was a lot of like emotions and stuff, and then went to sleep and got up early and caught a flight out here. So, it's exciting to see where I'm going to be at for the next couple of years, and hopefully it's a good place.
Brock, coming into the draft, Max Crosby, he said all he really wanted to get out of this draft was to get to more dogs on the team, to play with more dogs. Do you feel like you'll bring that to the team?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a hard-working guy and is always competing. So, I love to compete, and I feel like that's something I bring to the table every day in practice. I'm going to be trying to just win every rep.
Coming into this year's NFL draft, the Raiders held the number 13 overall draft pick, and nobody really knew what they were going to do. We heard a lot of speculation on, them maybe going out there, trading up for Jayden Daniels if it was possible. It wasn't really possible. The Commanders locked him in at number 2, and then there was a lot of rumors over the past few days that there was no way Michael Penix would last past the Raiders, and Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco actually wanted to move up before the Atlanta Falcons to pick Michael Penix. However, none of that came to fruition, and the team who just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year, $150 million contract it was for Kirk Cousins, they ended up taking Michael Penix, leaving the Raiders in a difficult situation. However, at the end of the day, was it really that difficult? I don't think it is. Usually in the NFL, a lot of teams like to take best player available, and Brock Bowers should have been a top 5 pick with the talent. You look at what he does on and off the field as a leader. We're going to break him down in this video. However, before we get more into Brock Bowers and what he said during his press conference, comment down below a letter grade how you feel about this draft pick. Now you have a guy like Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers, probably the best tight end duo in the NFL and will be for probably the next decade and a half, right? You also have Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Zamir White, who used to play with Brock Bowers at Georgia. This team could be deadly next season. The quarterback position is still kind of in question. Should they go out there and get a guy like Joe Milton? Should they get Spencer Rattler? Or do you have faith in Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew? With that being said, here's a couple more clips I want you guys to hear about Brock Bowers.
Congratulations, by the way. I think kind of the story of your last season at Georgia, you underwent ankle surgery, came back in such a short time frame. I know you didn't want to make a big deal of it at the time. Might have talked about it a little bit, but looking back, what was that process like? How hard was it to get back on the field so quickly, and does that kind of speak to your mentality?
Yeah, when it happened, some of the coaches were like, you can come back or not. It's completely up to you. But I was like, man, watching everyone still out there playing, watching all my guys playing, I wanted to be back out there and trying to help the team win. So, that's kind of what my mindset was. And then, just ended up being able to come back. So it was good.
The first thing you're going to notice about Brock Bowers in this press conference is he's a man of few words, but he means business. He's one of those guys that brings the same type of energy like a Max Crosby. Even if he's injured, if he's not injured, he wants to go out there, produce the same way, and be there for his teammates, right? He wants to be able to do whatever it takes to win football games. An absolute dog mentality, which is going to be paired up with Antonio Pierce and the new culture that's shaping up here in Las Vegas. Man, I am excited about Brock Bowers, what he brings to the team, and the energy he has as a tight end. Dude, I cannot wait. Let's listen a little bit more about Brock Bowers.
Overall impressions so far of the facility, just meeting Antonio Pierce, initial thoughts of Las Vegas.
It's been awesome. It still feels kind of surreal. I feel like, it's kind of crazy. This is my new home, and this is where I'm going to be spending the next couple of years, so I'm excited.
Alright guys, before we get any further into this video, we're actually going to break down some film later on too, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Do me a quick little favor, hit the like button just so we can get this video out to more Raiders fans around the world. I will be covering the Raiders for the rest of the draft, every single pick. I got you guys covered, who they are, who they drafted, what they bring to the team. Subscribe to the channel, and after the draft, I'm going to be posting, full draft breakdowns, meeting the entire draft class, and what they all bring as a unit. So make sure you guys join the family. It's free, doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and let me know if you guys want more Raiders videos going forward. But we talked a little bit earlier about what he can do as his versatility as a tight end. He can spread outside, he can play in at tight end, he can block, he can pass block, he can run block, get down the seams, get down the sidelines as a wide receiver. But now look at this, end around, get the ball as a running back, basically, right? This is a guy you just want to get the football to, and once he has the football in his hands, he is always a threat to get down the field and make big plays happen, no matter where he is, no matter how many defenders are on him. He can break any tackle. I mean, the speed, I mean, the rare size of, the rare combination of acceleration, speed, body control, hands, right? I mean, this dude is relentless, plays with great pace as a route runner, allowing him to beat man-to-man coverage at any point in time. He's highly effective at exploiting zone pockets for first downs or even chunk plays as well. Dude can get through tacklers. I mean, you just saw an end around go goddamn 70 yards for a touchdown, man. You look at this guy, you see shades of Travis Kelce, you see shades of Mark Andrews, you see shades of George Kittle and some of the best tight ends, Gronkowski as well. Listen, when you look at Brock Bowers, what he brings to this team, and again, we're going to break down some more film later, but listen, he is going to be nasty. Once he acclimates to the NFL speed, level, play style, his teammates, this dude has NFL Pro Bowl upside, but also maybe even Hall of Fame upside as well. Let me know in the comments down below, who do you think the Raiders should continue to target in this year's draft? Should they get a quarterback? No? Let me know in the comments. Join the family, and let's get right back into the video.
Is that you were able to have such success so early on, especially in the SEC?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I came in there and was just kind of put my head down and just went to work, and I mean, just wanted to help the team win any way I could. And yeah, that was definitely special coming in there and being able to make an impact early.
Now, let's break down a little bit of film here on Brock Bowers. I am super excited to see how the Raiders use him. You can line him up outside. You can line him up, alongside the tight ends. He's great inside the trenches, making blocks for the running back, for the quarterback, whatever it may be. He's very good in every, aspect of the game of football. On this play specifically, you see something you don't see from a lot of tight ends. Maybe like a Mark Andrews, maybe like a Travis Kelce, but this dude is a different breed. We're going to see a little bit of a PA bootleg here. Quarterback's going to get outside the pocket. He's just going to get down the line, right? Now, this play is designed specifically for Brock Bowers. They are actually designing plays just for Brock Bowers here at Georgia, and this is exactly why. Boom, get him the ball in space, give him a blocker or two going up the field, and let's see what he can do, right? Boom, nice little hop step inside. Now let's get up the field, right? We've got to break another tackle here, stiff arm him down to the floor. We got one guy to be over here, trailing us. Let's get our, our positioning back up. Boom, spin out of that tackle as well. Still continue to drive our feet down the field. Boom, break another tackle. I mean, the guy just keeps on working. You don't see this every year in the NFL draft. And I don't think we've seen a tight end prospect like Brock Bowers since I don't know when. Who was the last prospect that really, I mean, obviously Kyle Pitts, right? But I think Brock Bowers as a tight end prospect is better than Kyle Pitts was coming into the draft. I mean, the things that he can do with the blocking style is unreal. He can break tackles. He can go down the sidelines. He can go up the seams. He can go, run some bubble screens. The man can literally do everything. Line up at the receiver position. Line up at, dude, I am so excited how they use Brock Bowers. Another thing I love about Brock Bowers, you see him lined up here inside with the right tackle. The quick burst of speed to get off the line of scrimmage is something that's rare, right? He's got a good blend of acceleration, speed, body control, hands that could breathe new life into a new slate NFL offense. I mean, this could be huge for the Raiders, right? You're going to see him go up the seam again. Like we said, the man can play anywhere you want him to play, right? Up the seam. Quick recognition by the quarterback, lofts it up there, he goes, gets it, now he's in some open space. Let's see what he can do with this ball, right? Two guys to be here. Let's see this dude, I don't know what he's doing. He's still looking for the ball for some reason. Boom, let's get through that guy. Let's cut back on this guy, and boom, just like that, he's gone into the open space. This dude is a different breed at tight end. And now you have him, you have Michael Mayer, Devontae Adams. Dude, you know who I think could be massive, right? Jakobi Meyers with Brock Bowers. You see how this guy's coming in, blocking for him way down the field? Jakobi Meyers will do those exact things, man. I am hyped right now.
We covered you at Georgia last night, and they said that you were a prolific film watcher. Where did that come from with you, out of being such a student of the game, watching film?
Yeah, I think that had to do with a little bit of like the coach's influence. Like, I mean, they say if you want to be great, you got to watch film and study your opponent. And I mean, just kind of want to do my best in every single game situation, be prepared for the game. So I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Are there specific tight ends you studied on film to get better as well?
Yeah, I mean, I like watching a little bit of NFL tape and getting to know what those guys do. I mean, like Mark Andrews, Kelsey, Kittle, all those guys. It's fun to watch.
So we got to ask, growing up in Napa, were you a Raider family, or how did that work?
Well, we're a little bit of the Niners. We like the Niners a little bit, but the Raiders did their training camp in Napa. So I used to at my middle school, actually, that was my middle school where they went. So it's pretty cool how it all comes full circle like that.
How quickly last night did everybody switch over from Niners to Raiders in the family?
I mean, it was about. There were a lot of Raiders fans there, though. Yeah, a lot of people like the Raiders from Napa. So
pre-draft process and any interviews that you kind of had with AP. What's your initial thoughts on just him as a coach and him as a person?
Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. I mean, I'm so excited to be able to play for a coach like that, and I mean, I'm just ready to get to work and see how everything rolls out here.
I know you've only been in the league for like 12 hours now or something, but I mean, have you thought like long term? What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish in the league?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't thought much about long-term goals. I mean, I'm more focused on like what I can do right now and just be as prepared as I can for rookie mini camp and everything upcoming this next year. So I mean, I'm excited to just try to do whatever I can to help the team win and just do me.